Brandon, I feel like it's been a minute since we've been together on a show, and lots happened this summer. It's crazy to think like we're almost through the summer. But how you doing, man?
Man, I'm hanging in there. I can't complain. I'm doing fantastic. How about you? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. We in the time since we've really done the last of these shows. We added a kitten that's crazy as all get out. Knocked over about 10 plants in the house, which my wife has like a forest, so that's not going well for the cat. But loving life, man, loving life.
So not only do you got crazy plant lady at your house, you've added now you're gonna have crazy cat lady. Gee,
Yeah, and,
good
and
luck with
it's
that.
truly instead of saying it's the crazy cat is the descriptor, not.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no.
Oh
You can
man,
have all that. I don't want no part of cats. But yeah, good
that
luck.
yeah, I appreciate that. It's been a little stressful at times, but
Oh
we're,
yeah,
we're
for
getting through
sure,
it now.
for
Now,
sure.
you've had some life changes. Would you like to say anything about what's going on?
Yeah, we welcomed our first baby girl, first child. So super excited about that. It was, of course, she had to come with little pizzazz, a little flair. She come 5 weeks early, so a little premature. She was about 5 pounds at birth. We brought her home under 5 pounds, so that was a little tiny thing. But now she's rocking and rolling. I think she's pushing 8 pounds now. So yeah,
I love it. I love it.
yeah. So
Well, that's a bundle of
she's
joy.
awesome.
You'll get no sleep for forever now.
Yeah,
So welcome to the club. And
yeah, yeah. Which I get, it's not. It's of course it's been you have your struggles with it, but for me it's not been like terrible. Like, but again, I'm a night owl, so it's like you know
kind of
I
works
can
out,
go
right?
without. Yeah, I did. That's what I said. It's like it's probably just the powers to be prepping me for it, but but it's been great. She's awesome. Can't wait to watch her grow, and yeah,
I know. I
maybe
was gonna say
maybe
as we're
maybe we'll,
talking and growing, I got one that's back to school. By the time this drops, she'll be back to school already. And man, time is flying. Summer
yeah,
flew by. I
yeah,
don't like it. Slow down, time. Slow
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, who knows? We keep doing this for a long time. We may have her on as she might be on as a co-star. Who
Hey,
knows?
hey, I've mine has been an ice cream expert and a few other
Uh,
things on here. So who knows where your little one will join in. Now it's going to be
who
a while
knows?
before either of ours can do what we're about to do next, and that is we got a lot going on, so might as well do some good pours to go with some good things happening in life,
Hmm.
and we got an interesting one up first. One, I just love the name of the company, Chicken Cock. I mean, it's a little chuckle every now and then when I say it. But I will
Yeah,
say this: the bottles that they have look absolutely amazing,
the
and
the
I
bottles
mean,
look like the hex-clad pans.
you know,
Like but they do have really cool bottles. Like I
so.
like their bottles.
And I'm curious to try this one because this is their Righteous Blonde returning their beer barrel finish, which was finished in Goodwood Brewing's blonde ale, uh, barrels that they use to age that. So, shall we give it a try?
Yeah, I'm here.
I feel
I
like I
mean,
feel like I'm rusty on getting into all these. So
I know, right? Like it's been a minute. Mm.
I've just been over here talking to musicians and random random
Mhm.
people in the industry.
Yeah. Hmm.
And in the midst of doing all that, I realized I need to work on my intros because I keep saying the same thing over and over again. So, yeah.
Hey, I mean, I like your intros.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Are you are you are you liking the
keep me
chicken cock?
fresh. Yeah. Actually, the first little sip was actually not bad at all. I'm like you though. I feel like we've not done this in a minute. I got to get back into the swing of it. Actually, it doesn't smell that the nose doesn't smell too bad. I mean, I can't really pinpoint
No, but it's a
anything.
pretty
It's
inviting
like
nose.
yeah, it's kind of got a subtle sweetness, but it kind of just smells like just straight like. kind of like some charred brown sugar or something. Honestly, um, but I mean, the first sip,
I'm enjoying it.
it's
It's
not.
it's it's pretty flavorful. Like I said, finished in the Goodwood Blonde ale barrels, aged a minimum of 4 years. The rye coming in at 100 proof. I mean, that's a solid product going into the barrels.
Yeah, I, I think it's good. I mean, I really, I don't think it's bad by no means, but for sure. But I think it's good. I'm just not sure. I was sitting here trying to in my mind think about it. Could probably see the wheels turning. I'm not really sure what the beer barrel does for it, if anything. I don't know if it. I don't know if it's supposed to just like cut through the rye a little bit to make it that kind of mellow it out a little bit with the spice. But then again, you and I don't really get spice with rye, so I don't know. But I don't think it hurt it by any means.
No, no,
Um,
and like I said, it's a good base product. A 4 year minimum rye is to me a good start because a lot of times, we're gonna have another rye that's even older than that. But a lot of times, these are the more unique. Now it's becoming a little more common, but sometimes you get a
yeah,
2 or 3 year that's finished in something to kind of help cut the harshness. Whereas I feel like this is at least a good base start, and I've enjoyed their regular rye. And Goodwood does some different things, with their beer, aging a lot of it in barrels to begin with,
right.
and kind of unfinished. It's not like it's a bourbon barrel blonde ale. It's just a blonde ale that put in oak barrels, and then they, dump it and make this thing. So now the kicker here for me, and I think this is where we've always had a smidge of trouble with chicken cock at times. MSRP of $70.
Gut reaction, a little high. Gut reaction. Um, do I think it's do I think it's bad?
No.
No, I think I think it probably drinks good enough for $70, but but again, you're talking about if you lay it out for what it is, 4 year whiskey, aged in beer barrels. You know, typically you want to get your higher price point when you take bourbon and do it in like something bougier than beer. Honestly,
Well,
just
and
but
with the second one that we're going to do here, because we're doing two ryes to kick us off. I think the MSRP on that makes this one for me a little tough. Um,
mhm.
I feel like it's on the higher end of what I want, but I think if you want to have a little bit of fun and try something a little different that mixes
Yeah,
two of your favorite worlds, I think it's worth a shot. But I
I
can
don't
also see
think.
people being
Yeah,
hesitant as well.
correct. But I also don't think that they truly probably priced themselves out of it. I think there is a market there or a customer base, especially if you get those that are wanting to buy it and just leave it on the shelves and have that family member or spouse or somebody who just is really like a beer connoisseur, but also wants to try something like you said, a little different, a little fun. You're taking rye bourbon and aging it in the beer barrels, blonde ale, and coming from a pretty good reputable brewery at Goodwood too. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think it's a little high personally for me. But again, I don't think it's bad by no
Hmm.
means.
No, I,
But
I say a yellow
I like it.
light. Proceed with caution, depending on
Yeah,
what you're looking for.
correct. Yeah, no, for sure.
Now,
Yeah.
if you're looking for just an amazing looking bottle, chicken cock all the way. Um, Now the second one we're going to try because we love rye whiskey. Like I said, coming back, we got to come back strong. A little lower proof than what we just did,
Hmm.
but it's from one of our favorite places, and it is the 15 stars And look at these lovely years on there. We got 14, 13, 9, and 8. This is a blend of all those. And it is
Wow.
also a rye whiskey because, we go green here.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Also, I've never understood why they go with green labels for rye, but I'm very thankful. So,
Yeah, yeah, same. So, all right. So what we got? Definitely smell the rye.
it's an interesting nose.
There's the sweetness, like for real. Yeah, the nose is very interesting. You kind of smell the spice that you would normally get from a.
That's nice.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's. I get one more run.
Yeah, I was going to say the 15
Mhm.
Stars Founders Reserve Fine Aged Rye blend of 14, 13, 9, and 8 years coming in at
That's
95 proof.
that's dangerous. That's good.
And it's
That's
interesting that
really
it's a
good.
little bit of a lower proof because you would think with maybe some of those older ages, and if you know anything about 15 stars, some of their stuff can be a little bit of a higher proof.
Correct.
So it's interesting they cut it down to a little bit of a 95, but the blend is nice and it is super flavorful.
I mean, that is. I mean, that's about as smooth as you're gonna get, and of course, you would expect that with that blend of 14, 13, 9, and 8. You would expect that.
And
But
these are rye.
sometimes, I mean, blending rye. Well, first of all, doing rye, as we all know, is not easy. But
Mm-hmm.
blending them also is not easy, especially when you're getting that many characteristics into one barrel or one, um, you know. Uh, but
Each batch, yeah.
each batch, yeah, that's really good.
And
Hmm.
also, I decided to look at the back of the label. Those ryes were distilled in Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee. So I'm guessing we can,
We got a
um,
pretty good idea where those come from.
yeah, and I'm guessing they're all different because you might have like a 95.5, 80/20,
Yep.
all sorts of different ones
Yep.
in there, which really, I mean, like I said, I think the Rick and Ricky over there at 15 Stars, clearly our taste buds are very aligned with theirs. So
Rick
if
and
you've liked
Ricky.
anything we've said about their stuff and you tried it and liked it, then clearly we are all aligned on the same thing. But this is a fantastic pour.
Yep. And I mean, I see why they label it and they named it Founders Reserve because, I mean,
You think they have a few bottles at their house?
that's reserve. Mm, I mean,
Well,
hit me with price because,
all right. So
damn, you're not gonna find any better than that.
and this is where I said I have trouble with the chicken cock because I'm looking at the other price point and I have a general idea of how much I like 15 stars.
Uh
This
huh.
one's MSRP 139, which is obviously that is on the high end for anything these days. I mean, you're starting to hit the premium pricing level, but you're also talking about 14, 13, 9, and 8 year old
Correct.
rise
Correct.
blended together.
Correct. I think this is a buy, 100%. Only a now, if I saw this on the shelf and I was wanting to buy something and that was I would probably initial gut reaction about, man, $140, that's a lot. Um, you know, but then again, if you look at it, like you said, you're taking a blend of 14, 13, and 9 and 8, and it's rye. And as we all know, rye is more expensive usually,
Hmm.
especially when done at higher, not higher proofs, but they're done at higher age, you know. So higher ages of rye obviously going to be more expensive. And then you got four of them, and you got two of them down there that's 15 years old. Um, yeah, I think it's priced well, especially for how good it tastes. Like, cause damn,
No, I'm
yeah,
I'm I'm right there with you. It's a classic pour that I think you can have at any point in the day, any point of the night, and that $139 MSRP might scare you a little bit, but like I
right,
said, if you've enjoyed what 15 Stars has done, kind of trust their palate to match yours. Which, like I
yeah,
said, we've hit that. I mean, I think of the
correct,
video we put at some point early in the summer of the amount of
yeah,
bottles we have of 15 Stars.
right,
And I think this one goes right up there on the shelf with them because this is fantastic.
hmm,
And I mean, you can pay like I think the chicken cock for the price is pretty solid all in all, because I mean,
right,
like you said, there rye. It's not like you get a $10 rye, like you do with some of the bourbons. Like, if you did, I don't know what that would taste like. That could just be a pure fire bomb of
right,
spice. But for this one, I think the $139 is worth it. But
yep,
again, if you're a little leery, I get that because that is still a high price
very
for
much.
anything. But man, this is
But
it's good.
but but I will say, trust what we're telling you. Like I know if you got the money, go spend it. I don't like you said, 140 bucks, 150 bucks for a bottle of bourbons. I mean that's a different price point. Not not a lot of people wants to pay that. Not a lot of people can pay that. Whatever. We're fortunate in what we do, and we get to try that stuff because we're not. A lot of these times we're not out spending our own money on it. So it's easy for us to sit here and say, "Hey, yeah, go buy it." Yeah.
Yeah,
But with that said, trust us, it's that damn good.
yeah,
And if it's one of those bottles you just want to buy and just put up, use it for special occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, the holidays, whatever. Like it's that good. And just
no.
sit back and just enjoy it slowly.
You mean don't drink this in a weekend? No,
No, but it's that damn good. You can do it, especially if it depends on who you invite over to help you drink it.
that's true.
So,
That is very true.
so
But no,
yeah,
man, I'm with you. I think the 15 stars is worth it. I think the chicken
yep,
cock maybe proceed with just caution, just depending on what your flavor profile is.
right.
But no, these are two good pours to come back to, man. And
I know, I know. So yeah,
shall we say it?
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.